And we are back here for part 3 of our attack on these two objectives. At the moment here, I'm going to restart and start redeploying these tow vehicles a little more forward in order to get some better lines of sight in order to support the attack. Now, I will say I've had to kind of reshoot this a little bit because of technical difficulties, the microphone and being busy and everything. Okay, so as we're kind of going on, these guys, this I'm going to change and begin to unload them as we're starting to get into the good dismounted infantry area. Shut those off for a second. And we've got the good smoke coming in again to obscure movements. Everybody here's fine for a minute. That's all right. Let's start to redeploy you back over here to support what we have going on. Now it's kind of a good balance of getting the tempo and the controlling of units between different phase lines, because if you get too bunched up, then something like cluster, smirch, ASCAM, HE, DPICM, indirect fires can ruin your day, right? It's definitely something I need to practice and become better at. Let's see if we can get good eyes on. Support. These guys aren't doing anything here. Right. Okay. Get going a little bit faster. This guy's getting a little too far out forward. We'll have him unload. We'll go everybody dismounted with their vehicles and using kind of more like mobile protected firepower or a rolling support by fire, trailing the dismounted elements, but able to be called up during that reactive contact battle drill and support everybody. You do, with all that, you do kind of have to micromanage a little bit. And when I say micromanage, I guess that would be kind of a good topic to cover conceptually, how I think about it and how I use it for gameplay and really for practice. Here's one great thing, an aside. The split function allows you to split the motorized part and the dismounted part of a platoon. So the dismount part now can have their own formations and everything. That's cool. So you don't get to split a vehicle platoon into two sections, but you do kind of get to do the vehicles or whatnot. That's good. So what I can do here is I'll put that one red so I can control the pacing, let those guys get ahead. And I'm trying to see, as these guys are doing movement to contact, if using the scout movement order controls the pace. So he's moving 3 kilometers per hour. He's moving 2 kilometers per hour. Just testing and learning as much as I can. Okay. See how the line of sight is for these guys. That's all right. So anyway, back to on a good spot. Where might he be able to help? That's pretty good. Let's go there. Back to the concept I was trying to talk about. The difference between macro management and micromanagement in these tactical type of games, especially if I'm trying to do more practice on actually conducting and executing operations, not just planning and preparing, but actually practicing execution, is to think of macro management as being able to control movement, maneuver, fires, everything as you would from the level of echelon that the highest level of echelon that you kind of want in the game affords. In this mission, I've got a company team, so I'm at the company echelon, right? Macro management would mean that I'm generally giving orders and control to platoons. Now, while you can, contact and the scout, those seem to be all right. That's not too bad. I'm kind of expecting some contact here. I'm going to pause and lay a target in preparation for that, just because sounds like a good idea. There we go. Help do echelonment of fires, grouping barrages as I need. Anyway, while you can give orders to sections, that starts to kind of get into the platoon leader and platoon sergeant's business. You need to trust them and train them to be able to execute and conduct their own critical thinking the way you would expect. And that's kind of the biggest thing with not being able to rely on subordinate element AI in games to expect them to do the terrain analysis, the enemy analysis, the situation analysis, and come up with the decisions that you would semi-reasonably expect a human to make. When the game doesn't allow that, then you have to go down and specifically give subordinate sections and squads orders, formation, order, movement. Like if for example, good example here, right? The instructions I would give these guys here, the sleep platoon, is we're gonna clear through here. Okay, that's the tactical task, or that's the in-state purpose. You guys choose whatever freaking tactics you kind of want, given your boundaries and the other direct fire support control measures or graphical control measures. He can choose the formation, order, movement that he wants. He should be able to react to contact, whether they, she, whoever. I don't need to tell him to do that. In fact, I've got other things to do is to maintain my span of control 3 to 5 elements and help bring enablers or maneuver other people and control the bigger battlefield. Oh, it went a shot. Okay. I should have put that at fire my command. Good example of losing thought and span of control as I'm talking and doing all this fun stuff. So the way I kind of keep this in my mind and orient it to my head is that when I have to do that, I'm actually changing perspective in my mind from the company commander, First Sergeant XO, to that platoon leader, PSG, or in these cases, like, the platoon leader gave an order to the squads to come back. I was acting like the squad leader at that moment when I gave the redeployment order in the waypoints for this Abrams, this single vehicle crew. I was acting like that tank commander, that vehicle commander, or the driver. Tank commander tells the driver, "We gotta get over here." Driver looks at the map, chooses one route, whatever. Right? They work as. That's a good way uh, to keep a mental model in my mind that hopefully results in less training scars, because I'm actually then practicing what I would expect that you know that lower echelon to possibly be thinking of and how to possibly react um, given that situation. You have to be careful when doing that, then not to like retranslate like that back in the real work, in the real practice when you're doing this live. Not to micromanage the lower subordinate echelons. You have to trust them. You have to give them the proper leeway for them to do the great work. Anyway, that's hopefully hopefully that. What are you doing, man? Stay in the tree line. See, for example, I would expect the driver or that vehicle commander to make their own decision to be in the tree line, to choose good cover and concealed positions. Now, sometimes guys are young and new, and that's fine. And the leader on site, whoever calls over, yells over, "Hey, man, fix yourself." And yeah, you do that when you kind of have to. See, he's going quick. He needs to go cover. Uh, I did, but there's all sorts of good things that these types of games present. Games like this, Combat Mission, Flashpoint Campaign, Southern Storm. I know there's a few that I played. Yeah. Let's see. Kind of catch up, move up, and not being much value there. Okay. Yeah, now that these guys are getting forward, and we've got about 300 meters just out of small arms range, another terrain feature. Need to get this other platoon prepared to load up and conduct their own movement. Okay, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. So we got everybody back here. Good. We're going to hold them here. Kind of at this good terrain identifiable phase line before controlling them forward. Oh, contact. Wait a second, because I want to finish. Giving wedge, close spacing. These guys. Alright, we got contact. Oh, nice. So one great thing that came from working with the beta, this wasn't something I suggested, but the other guys and the developers were able to start adding music and to the you know what? You guys pause. Started to add music, which is pretty freaking cool. It'll be situation dependent based off the values, or as you. There you go. I need to start doing that. Don't ability control movements. Or they'll start, as you're getting close to the objectives. See, I gotta be real careful here. So 155 at 220 meters or 130 meters. That's real close to being within the risk estimate distances of not just being hit, but being concussed, injured from HE or shrapnel. That's something some games do some good work on. For me, it's practicing if we got good. This is a bad spot with them being in the open, no real cover and concealment from the trees or something, or some type of elevation or IV line from contours and everything that would provide them extra mitigating measures so they don't get hurt from having 155 drop so close to them. We are going to move this now that we're getting close. There you go. And by shifting the gun lines, you're helping that echelonment, that creeping barrage. You don't always have to be firing. You can choose when to do it. And these guys keep getting shot. Has anyone got eyes on them? Call out your 3Ds. Distance, direction, description. Were those birds? Did I just see birds? That's kind of cool. Somebody's taking pop shots, but nobody is able to get the distance and direction. That seems weird to me. Why? Okay, now I'm confused. Stop. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. I don't know why he was over there, but he's okay. We got readjust target 6, set target and fire. So they're getting good start firing. Okay, got it. Some type of APC, another BTR. What I probably need to make sure, right, is I get the proper SLPs, right? Yeah. Use cover, seek cover. Goodness gracious. Oh. Contact. Now, hopefully by using the good formation order of movement, we can get more than just one element and get that local overmatch. We really need 2 to 3 elements to do great work on that. Stop. Bring it on these guys. Okay, please get out of this open danger area and start. Fine. There we go. We got 2. All right. There's an AT team. Nice. One AT team down. So there we go. We've kind of confirmed a little bit more of the enemy composition we were expecting. I like it. That's good. That's good. Now you guys move to contact. Look at that. We've got. Let's do more. Do more. Fire again. All right. We still got 50 rounds. We gotta be careful of our class 5 consumption. Not just on the advance and fight to the objectives, but the fight on the 2 objectives, right? Goodness gracious. So many things to keep in mind. Alright, fast, babe. Excuse me. Yeah, please. Get out of the open for a minute. Alright, you guys move up just a little bit. Eventually. There we go. And we're going to continue. This guy's going to stay to help kind of isolate the avenue of approach for those teams. Let you kind of load back up. Okay. These guys don't see anything. Okay. Alright. Let's try that. Contact, and then let's go scout. Now, if I understand it, scout is that's the spot you want to scout from. So if you can see it from here, back there, whatever, that's where they're going to do it. I'm still kind of learning all the controls and the mechanics of the game. So if anybody has a good idea, please let me know, or a good understanding. Let's keep on going. There we go. There's there's a good gap here, right? Yep. But it's not 200 meters or so. What do we got? Yeah. I want to get a couple of these guys prepared and just clear that they have a potential audio form of contact on all the good forms of contact. You've got visual, audio, direct fires, indirect fires, civilian, electronic spectrum, CBurn. Oh, enemy ground. There we go. Contact. Good. Very good. Another AT team. AT team. Very good. I think that's, I don't have the chart here in front of me, but I think that's 2 out of the possible 3. If I miss a phone form contact, I'll make sure to put it up here. Good things to relook up and think about and consider. Yeah, he's interesting. Maybe it isn't quite looking at that spot, but he's going to that spot and then going to look around. I'll have to control that. Let those guys go. Stop. Guys, back to contact. There we go. Kind of consolidating, reorganizing. Let's get you guys scout team together there. Moving up. Maybe this would be a good spot. That way you've got that long access for observation points of fire. But we are getting closer. We are getting closer. I'm going to pause here for this segment, part 3. And we'll see you next time.